requires changing from AX to N4, and these are the two files here, config.bog and that one there. So what I'm going to do is load them up into AX first and see where we go from there. So I need to start my AX platform. I use 3.8 for AX. Install the platform because I'm using my PC because I don't have an AX controller. So run workplace and run the platform. Application director. And start the station. App failed. ftpReport, third-party module, which is not within the Tridium Niagara, and we don't have that module. So what I'm going to do now is minimize that and take the config.bog, copy it, make a new folder, paste it into there, rename it to a zip file, yes, unzip it, open the file, WordPad. Right, I need to find everything to do with ftpReport because that was the third-party module they had an issue with, and I don't have that module. So that's the first bit down there. Quite a long one, that one. So let's just delete that out. From there, and then carry on deleting further down to it ends, and it ends there. So that's that one deleted. Just checking that everything's okay. Yeah, daily history, that's there. Yes, that's there. So find it again if it is in anymore. And yes, it's down here as well. So if I'll be using this to send the data out using FTP, but we can also put another module in there later, but I don't have that module, so I've got to delete it. Let me go back to where it is. I'll just press find next again. It's there. FTP report. Scroll down. Take that lot from there. If it will let me. I'll go up instead. Delete. Delete. See if there's any more. No more. Okay. So we'll file, save, close that down. Right, delete that zip file there, because I'm going to re-zip the other one back up again. Zip that one back up again. And then I need to rename that to a BOG file. There's probably an easier way of doing it, but I just use FTP. So we're in 3.850, so let's go to Niagara. 3.8504. Go to stations. Go to that one. And that's my copy that I did there. And I'm just going to right click that, rename. And I'm going to change the zip. Go OK. Close that down. Take that, copy it, go up a level, and overwrite that BOG file. Replace. I'll delete that folder now, I don't need it anymore. So now we're going to see if we can load that in. So let's try again. Start. Looking better. So that's now started on port 4911. Let's just see whether we can have a look at that. Open station 4911. Accept. radio network on there. Some async devices. Okay, so we've managed to get that into AX, the latest AX. So let's go into services, because I need a dist file for my conversion, not a normal station copy. So I want to go into backup, service, and backup. And that's going to put it into my backups folder. Save it there. Okay, so that's now backed up. I'm now going to close this down completely. And I need to find the backup. Drive C, Niagara 3.5 backups. That one. Copy it. Go to my Drive C. I'll make a new folder. Call it N4 MIG for migration. Paste it in there. I'm going to change the wording a little bit to make it easier for me, so I don't have to type all this lot in. So SG would do for that. And let's just take out date and time. So we've got that in there. So now let's run the console, but first of all, for N4, but first we need to do the platform. We're not using Distech, we're using Niagara. I'll use 4.9 and I'll install the platform. Yes. So that's installed. I'll then go back to 4.9. Run the console. Yes. Then I'm going to type in here N4 MIG C:// N4 MIG /SG _ 1ST sub.dist. Enter. Target already exists. Let's just take that out because Drive C, users, Office 4.9, Tridium, stations, delete. 3, enter. So now it's asking me whether I want it to be a controller or a supervisor, so I want 1 for controller. Passphrase, whatever passphrase you use, just enter that in. That's all done. That is the migration report, which is opened up on my second screen, which you can't see. Just drag it across. Removed the crypto in the bog. Okay, that's not an issue. Fox service in the bog. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, let's load that up. So we don't need the console anymore. Can delete these files. Let's run 4.9 Workbench. Now I do have a 4.9 controller. JS8000. The N4 one. So we can connect to that. My mouse has decided to go slow. Open. Default address 192.168.1.140. Station copier. And I want that file there, which is the AX conversion to N4. Copy it across. Keep the same name. Took them CSV files across as well, which is fine. It's not an issue. Let's see whether this boots up. So, just to recap, we had a file, a module, a jar file that we did not have access to. It was done on either 3.7 or 3.6 AX. It was a third-party module, it's not a Tridium module. So we edited, we changed the config.bog to config.zip, we unzipped it, we went into file, reviewed the XML file, we removed anything that had ftpReport, saved it, put it back to a zip, renamed the zip to a bog, loaded it onto the station, with the AX station, made a backup in software, and then we had a disk file. We then loaded up N4 console after we did the platform, and we changed the file from AX to N4, and now we're loading that N4 file into an N4 controller, and once it's loaded in, we will check it. We'll have to do the FTP, but we can use One Site Solutions FTP, which is a good solution to use. It costs, but it's well worth it. Okay, so we're running on Fox 1911 and Fox S4911. So let's open up the station. Let's see what we've got. So it has loaded. Open up station. We'll open it up securely. So we don't want that one. We'll use the TLS. And once we've done that, we need to install the One Site Solutions FTP, get a license for it, and that's good to go. We can then send the CSV files via FTP to wherever they want it sending to. See whether this opens. Okay, let's just change the user. So that is actually on an M4 station now. So that was the migration, easily done. Once we deleted the FTP report. What else is on this station? Daily history, 2-hour history. So it's just collecting information from meters. Created a CSV file, storing it on the station. Bit of logic in there for resetting a router. I must have had issues with the router, and they've wrote a little bit of logic there. Yeah, they've used an analog output 1 on the NDIO to reset it. So you would have used a 10-volt relay, I would have thought. What a waste of an NDIO just for that. I'd have used a small ISMA or something like that to do that job. Digital output ISMA or an AO ISMA. Certainly wouldn't have used an NDIO board. So I'm just trying to... My mouse is not responding as good as it is because I'm recording at the same time. Yeah. Analog output 1. Okay, well, that's how we change AX to N4, and if we have got a module that doesn't exist, or it's a third-party module, how we delete it by editing the config.bog file, which people normally don't tell you how to do that. So that's it for this lesson. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.